The final days of Drinkdeep, that monstrous black citadel at the edge of the Bacamcer Desert, had been chaos. So many had been lost to fighting. Raids had been commonplace, the fires too numerous to extinguish. But the old masters had won in the end, and fled the planet to take their place among the stars. We had been left to rot in the corpse of the place. Bodies floated in the oasis where the masters had once bathed. The desert sands were soaked with blood. The walls themselves, nightmarish, impregnable, now crumbled. More dust for the desert. A few of the masters still haunted the place, abandoned by their brethren, their minds reeling from the betrayal and the loss and the psychic aftereffects of a Neuroquake. It was now or never, while the corpse still twitched. Escape. Freedom. A few of us ransacked the shelves, rummaging for supplies, and then we fled, and never looked back. We travelled north, far beyond the deadly Mount Blue and its treacherous icy crevasses, avoiding the scorching heat of the Debogu Barrens. We hunted game in Reedbuck Forest and travelled farther north still, through the Quiet Lip Forest and its ancient gnarled roots, farther and farther, braving sandstorms in the Regua Wastes, the camouflaged predators of Nightjar's Conceit Shrublands, and still farther north until we finally... Actually, you know what? This might be too far north. We travelled south. Turns out, Nightjar's Conceit Shrubland? Honestly not the worst place in the world. In fact, just to the east of Nightjar's Conceit Shrubland, we found a really nice patch of aspen forest. Beautiful place, picturesque. Cold, sure, but in a cozy way, you know? Autumnal. Like some muffalo roaming around, real nice. I'm not sure what it was that called to us about the place exactly. There's just something about it, you know, something that made it feel right. Almost felt like we were drawn to it somehow. You know, if I didn't know any better, I could swear I'd even seen the place in my dreams. Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to RimWorld. This is episode 1 in a RimWorld Anomaly series. Before I unpause, let's get you situated. First of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Mew. I tend to do themed runs in RimWorld. This one's no different. We're playing on an aspen forest tile, which is a biome from the regrowth mod. Pretty cold tile. Probably not going to be able to do much growing throughout the year, but there'll be plenty of wood and hopefully plenty of things to hunt as well. Our starting colonists are the 5 young adult survivors from the previous playthrough I did, which is called Drinkdeep. If you watched that series, you should know who these guys are. If you didn't, they look like this. I don't know what mod adds this overlay, but it's pretty useful. This is what we're working with. I have reset their skills since the playthrough though. They have the same passions, but I took all the skill gain that they had away from them. I thought that might be a bit much, you know. They do still have all of their replacement limbs though. In the case of Dela Cruz, I mean, she lost pretty much every limb at some point during the colony. The other guys, you know, they're in a slightly better state. I also started them all with severe blood loss since, I mean, I guess it kind of made sense. The storyteller is Cassandra, and this time around, I have put it on losing is fun. So it's my first time doing a losing is fun run. I might play a little bit more cautiously while I get used to it, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too much more difficult than Blood and Dust, which is what I usually play on. And I made a custom scenario for the start as well, because I thought since we have 5 pretty decent colonists, I might as well make sure that they start with fewer supplies. So we just get a couple of meals, some nutrient-paste meals and hemogen as well, since I thought that was thematic. A Labrador as well, also thematic. And yeah, we got a revolver, plasteel longsword, also thematic. That's about it though. 80 wood, 600 steel, some gold from the treasury. I like to imagine Dela Cruz stole on her way out. Our ideology is fluid this time around, and it's also my first time using a fluid ideology. so I get to see what that's like. I thought that made the most sense for these guys. So these colonists escaped from a vampire colony. They were kept as slaves. So it made sense to me that they have the Emancipation meme as their starting meme, which is from Vanilla Ideology Expanded. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty good guy playthrough, I think. So slavery is forbidden, I've got charity is important, violence is disapproved, and blood feeders are reviled. I think that makes sense for these guys. Besides that, there's nothing too crazy. I did make sure that one of our relics is the Skull of Destroy Hats. Which must still be there somewhere in the ruins of Drinkdeep. And as for the goals of this playthrough, I don't have an end state in mind exactly. I would just like to explore everything Anomaly has to offer. Maybe there's a new end state in this expansion, I don't know. And also probably do the Exostrider thing, because I haven't done that yet either. So we'll explore those two bits of content. I would like to make a nice, cozy little town against this cliff, and we can dig into the cliff a bit and do some underground research labs or something. But I was hoping to make a nice, cozy little town, and the other constraint I was going to apply on this run was not recruiting any prisoners. So the only colonists we get are either drifters and runaways and people seeking help, or we raise our own children, which is why I took all of the young adult colonists we had. So hopefully they can all, you know, fall in love and have children. I do remember that Teresa and Zix are actually engaged already. So that's a good start, you know. If you have any other questions about the run before I get started, leave a comment below and I will try to answer it at some point. I'll put a mod list in the description, hopefully. I'll try and do a Steam collection if I can figure out how to do that. But in general, I mostly use mods that expand the UI and make the game look a bit prettier. I don't really change the gameplay too much. Although, in this case, I do have two mods that expand romance, which is also why all of the colonists have a sexual orientation now as well. And there's also a mod installed that enhances faction interactions on the world map. So I'm not sure how much either of those are going to impact gameplay exactly, but well, we'll find out together. I think that's it for getting situated though, so time. Oh, not bad. Alright then, I think it's time to unpause. Welcome back guys, I missed you. I did notice in addition to our normal starting supplies, we also spawned with a skull and a heart. I'm not sure why, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Our starting spot is pretty nice as well. We have and we've got a nice little area here. Joins the cliff. There's also tons of steel right here somehow. We've got two ruins we can salvage from. Huge amount of growing terrain right here. Monolith right next to us, and the Exostrider thing right next to us. So, all in all, a pretty nice little spot. The only thing that's not convenient is the animatry, unfortunately, but can't have everything, I suppose. Since we might get pretty cold pretty quickly, I'll set up farms immediately, I think. Make sure we get the most possible growing that we can done before winter hits in earnest. I'll just plan out a couple of these. I'm not going to sow all of them right away, but it would be nice to have a couple of plots planned out. I think it might be nice as well to tame animals early, if we can. I did notice there's some muffalo on the map, which would be cool if we could tame those, but I'm not sure how difficult it would be. Let's at least start these going with, well, you can be rice and you can be corn. Gonna also need some psychite since we have two wasters, so I'll start doing psychoid as well. Maybe some cotton. I think we're gonna find leather quite easily. But yeah, we're gonna need winter clothes, aren't we? And I guess we should probably get some heal root. I'm pretty sure we could do that. That's, what, 5 plots to begin with? We've got 5 colonists who can all help out with sowing if need be. I might make this hay as well, just in case we do get some animals. I won't start sowing that until we actually have some, though. Alright, you guys can clear that. I'll unforbid all the junk on the map as well. We'll turn this little structure here into something we can live in to begin with. Oops. Alright, that's probably fine. Oh, I should have turned off automatic home zone. Although I guess it's not too bad at the moment. I might do quite a bit more cleaning than we need to, but fine for now. And claim all this junk too. Try and get some furniture down. Been a while since I started a colony, so I'm like racking my brains trying to remember what everything is you need to get done early. We need a double bed for Zix and Tracer. I think that's the absolute basics, isn't it? Bed, roof. Getting food grown. And while they're working on those basics, let's set up the work priorities as well. Like fires, be a patient, rescue. We don't ever have any doctors really, just flux. I guess everyone can do doctoring to begin with. No one who really does social, which might not be too bad in our case. Although no one that does childcare might end up being a problem. I guess you can all do this as well to begin with. We have Zix who does handling. 3 people who do cooking, that's not too bad. Yeah, I guess everyone can do hunting as well when need be. Biddings is our constructor. Oh yeah, we got 3 people who do planting as well. That's not too bad. We have a miner. And 4 crafters. Okay, that works out really well. We now have dark study in addition to research too. No one who does art. Okay, I think those are our work priorities though. Schedule, do you want to change this? Yeah, why not? Maybe that'll be fine. Let's see. Okay, this is coming along. We can get rid of these bits. I was already eating the packaged survival meals, that's fine. And now just go ahead and store everything inside here. I won't discriminate. Alright, next up, stonecutter bench. I'll stick that here. Need to make some stockpiles for boulders as well. We have 3 types of rock, looks like. Sandstone, marble, and slate. Nice selection. Alright, start hauling boulders when you can. I think we have quite a lot of wood on this map as well, so I might be able to get up an early wood generator. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're going to need some steel though. I don't think we started with very much steel. So why not? Flux, you can go and have fun mining that. I think it's Flux is the miner, right? Yeah. Get some steel in once it's coming in. We'll get power. Cooking. I think we can make a nice little start. Ooh, chunks of spacecraft. Might be some steel too. Alright, and we can also deconstruct all of this if we need some easy steel as well. Not a bad idea, actually. Right, I'm also going to change the reward preferences so that we just get offered goods instead of goodwill. And I've set up a little meal profile as well for the guys. In general, I only really want the guys eating meals. Or worst case scenario, insect jelly, baby food, or chocolate. No human meat or anything like that. Things go wrong though. Sure, you can start eating raw meat and corpses and things. Hopefully we don't reach that point though. At least not early. Where's Zix? Holding a rock. Alright. So far, you know, all quiet. Since we only have 1 handgun, which I'm probably going to give to Teresa, I think she's a really good shot. Well, used to be. When you wake up, you can equip the revolver. Probably need to quickly make a start on making some bows, though, just so that we have something else to use if push comes to shove, so let's go ahead and make 4 short bows. I'm going to claim this steel table from over here in the ruins as well. That we have a intermediate table solution when we want to have our lunch. And until we get electricity going, might as well stick a torch down as well. Next thing we'll do though is we'll get power going and proper cooking as well. For now though, You guys can get some sleep. Alright, things aren't looking too shabby. Still no danger. No attacks, no wild animals. Got some bows being made. Bricks being carved. Even got a dining table. Actually, next thing I should do is probably replace the wooden walls with brick walls and then make another structure. All of this is going to be temporary though, I think. We'll get this set up. Probably get some traps down and stuff. And so I should be a bit careful on this difficulty mode. And then we'll get a real wall set up, boxing in some of this territory. And then we can start work on the actual colony, you know? Alright, basic little plan. We have a butchery here. We have a kitchen here. Little freezer here. And then some general storage, brick production and power in here. Then we can get rid of this stockpile too. That'll be okay. Flux is doing plenty of mining. I think we probably have enough steel at this point, but I'll just let him finish this off, why not? And get some of his mining skill back. Already up to 6. I think I'll give Biddings the longsword we have as well. Since she's a waster, I believe wasters recover... Yeah, they got super immunity. So I assume if she gets injured in combat and picks up an affliction, an infection rather, that'll help her beat it. It's a theory anyway. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I guess that makes her a good candidate for melee. Flux is also a waster. He's also only 16 years old though, so I think he's still a bit small. Oh, Biddings also has passion for melee as well. I don't think Flux does, no. Oh, one thing I almost forgot. Recreation. Yeah, the guys are going to get pretty bored otherwise, aren't they? Just stick a horseshoe pin in here for now. And I'll do a chest table once they've got some walls built. Oh, fallen monolith. Flux has noticed an ancient monolith partly buried nearby. If you investigate it, you could learn more. Flux, what are you doing? Stargazing next to the desiccated corpse and the fallen monolith. Sure, why not? I do not know anything about the monolith. The only thing I know is I've seen some people saying that it's a bit difficult. So I was thinking I'd leave investigating the monolith and probably leave investigating the Exostrider until next episode. Maybe even episode 3 if our first few raids seem sketchy. But I think I'd at least like to make sure we have set up defense, some traps. Well, we've got everyone who has a weapon. Yeah, some traps, food production, which still isn't up yet. We're running out of meals. I can do some hunting though soon. There's plenty of wildlife on the map. I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, weapons, food production, a couple of traps, and then once we're all feeling nice and secure, moods are good, I'll investigate this. So either next episode or the episode after. And hopefully that's not too delayed. Not sure about this, I guess it's the same thing. I'll trigger them at the same time, why not? Alright, power is up and running. Power line's going down now. And then just the walls to finish off. And so far, still no attacks. Feels good. Oh, we got our first visitor as well. Rosapan. Oh, from Rosapan. Okay. Name is Sayuri Mason. He has some items for trade. Yeah, we have no one who's good at socializing. So, best social skill is 2, it looks like. No, Flux or De La Cruz. Why not? We'll let De La Cruz go over and talk to her. See if she has anything to trade. Oh yeah, we're down to 5 mils as well. Okay, need to prioritize. Ah, missing wood. Okay, that makes sense then. Let's get the trees cut down. Tomorrow we'll have to do some hunting. 5 meals left for 5 colonists. And interesting trader. Carrying a tech print for jump packs and a reinforced barrel, which is pretty odd considering she's just some random woman. I could sell this heart. I could grab a recurve bow as well. Not a bad idea. He's even selling 3 components. I mean, I might as well grab them, right? No reason not to. Oh, she has insufficient silver. Ah, okay. Probably can't sell the heart then? I just offload some gold? Alright, we'll just offload some gold instead. Ancient mech. Passing near the remains of an ancient Exostrider mechanoid, Delacruz noticed an intact transponder inside. Yeah, we'll do that at the same time we trigger the monolith, I think. Alright, add a meals. Set up a corpse stockpile here. And we'll have to start hunting. Biddings, if you could get the butcher table and the electric stove set up pronto, that would be great. Meanwhile, I guess we are hunting some ibex rams and an ibex doe. Ooh, there's also some wild boar. My very first colony, I think, got ended by wild boars, which is quite funny. Unlike episode 10. So we should always take our revenge on wild boars when we can. How is our shooting accuracy? Well, we no longer have the darkness penalty, that's good. Or, well, lightness penalty, I suppose. Still. We need to get some practice in. What are we wielding? Just normal short bows, I think. Oh, I forgot to put the recurve bow on someone, but that's okay. We'll get around to it. Right, butcher's table, stove, both set up. We can just successfully shoot a deer. Will be pretty good. There are 1 enemies active on the map. Madden Manhunter. Ah, Mad Rat. A local rat has gone mad. Okay. It's our first event. I feel like it took a while before that happened. Maybe I've forgotten how long it takes, though. Oh, probably didn't need to draft everybody for a rat, but you know what? Let's just amp up the drama of this. Yeah, look at that deadly rat. God damn, I hope we can survive this. I don't know, it's pretty tense. Might have to do some kiting. Biddings up front. Yeah, that's it, Zix, hiding the tree. Oh, nice shot, Delacruz. I actually do kind of have to do some kiting. Our accuracy's pretty bad. Alright, come on guys, you can hit it. I know you can. Nice work, everyone. Okay. I guess we did need to draft everybody after all. Any successful hunts yet? Doesn't look like it. Colony will end if we can't hunt anything. Oh, I could harvest some berries as well, actually. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Oh, Biddings is making meals. Fantastic. It looks like I put it on 1-time meal and not 2 times. I did. I'll fix that later. Ooh, that reminds me, Flux, do you still have a... You do, you still have a gastroanalyzer installed. Your Flux had, Oh, is it not Flux? I thought it was Flux who had dreams of becoming a chef and we made him a gourmand and stuff. Maybe not. Either way. Alright, we've got food coming in. Almost have the basics set up. And once I can get rid of the stockpile, we'll put some research benches in here. And then I think that is the basics, isn't it? And start researching batteries, presumably. Yeah, we started with the research that I think it's New Arrivals has. So we've got some technological stuff already, which is nice. Oh, I should get a tailoring bench set up too, so that we can make parkas for when it gets cold. Aha! Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Dela Cruz thinks that you should give your faction a name. Okay. Well, if it's Dela Cruz, I guess we should be the Vampire Slayers? It sounds like something Dela Cruz would come up with. And as for the settlement name, probably just something like Freetown would be good. Makes sense for us. I'm happy with that. How's things going? Alright, shelves going up. Walls are almost finished. Rays are still hard at work making bricks. I'd also like to move this now. Okay. And let's give these a uniform graphic as well. Okay, sure. We'll stick a tailoring bench in here as well. And let me think. I think that's everything now for the basics, isn't it? We just need to start doing research now and we're all good. So I'll make a start on that as well. I think everyone can just do research when they're not doing anything else, so... Maybe I'll go crazy and put 3 research benches down. I mean, we have plenty of wood to build them, so it's not a huge issue. I wonder how difficult it would be for one cooler to get this to freezing. I imagine the map is going to get pretty cold anyway, so this might not be super important, but... Alright, looks like we can get it down to -2. It's not too bad then. Raid Cancer Group. They sound like nice guys, don't they? They will prepare for a while, then attack. And it's one dude. Alright. Although, she looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Very cool pirate aesthetic. Interesting. Okay. Well, one person, prepare for a while, then attack. Equip with an ore. Probably not too difficult to deal with. We just got our first rice harvest, which is very exciting. Place looks nice, doesn't it? It's cozy. We have the rustic style, which seems to affect our standing lamps. They look great. What's the state on this room? Ooh, slightly impressive. Okay. That's not bad. Storeroom's awful, but, you know, it's a storeroom. Getting cleaned up a bit now. Kitchen, also awful. And room, also awful. It's temporary, though. Maybe one day this can be a community building. Or a nice little town we're going to build. I think I'll put everyone in the home zone for the time being until this raider attacks us. Alright, here we go. So we got attacked by a rat to begin with, now we're getting attacked by somebody named Rat. Seems like a theme, but, you know. We'll see how things develop. I still do not remember to give everyone the recurve bow. I did buy it, yeah. I'm just stupid, don't worry. No, that's not true. I have a mod called Weapons Tab that lets you set up a loadout and then they equip weapons automatically. So I was waiting to see if they would just, you know, go and equip the recurve bow on their own, but doesn't look like it yet. Alright, excellent work everyone. Even get 15 silver. I'll take the ore too, why not? As for the human corpses, I guess we'll dump them over here out of sight. Probably for the best. I think the last thing I'll get done, in terms of the basics, is... Oh yeah, I should also replace the wooden walls with stone walls. Replace these stone doors with wooden doors as well. And then I'll get a little trap corridor set up. Block it with some fences too, so that the attackers prefer walking down it. And then I think we're looking pretty solid at that point, right? Next order of business will be getting out some kind of nice perimeter walls so that we can feel a bit safer about spreading out and building more buildings. Am I short on wood at the moment? No, we've got plenty of wood too. It looks like we're running out of sandstone though. Which makes sense. A lot of sandstone shelves right now. Oh hey, Delacruz and Biddings are hanging out. I think this is an interaction that's added in one of these romance mods I've got. Alright, glad they enjoyed hanging out. What are you guys talking about? Talked about learning anagrams. Chatted about breakfast cereal. Alright, sure, I can see that. Oh hey, Teresa asked Zix out on a date. Zix agreed to the date. They are engaged. I guess it's date night. Or, well, it's 6 AM, so... date morning. Okay, very short date. Zix got pretty hungry. Right, wooden walls down. Let's see if we can get the marble wall back up, or the guys need to sleep again. I think we should be able to, though. Yeah, it's the only thing we have to build now. And then there's one finishing touch that I just remembered we have to take care of as well, before I wrap up episode 1. And that is, of course, an animal bed for tomorrow, who I haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, we've got a Labrador Retriever. Sure, I think we can start training you now. We have food coming in. We've got meals made, rice on the shelves, meat in the freezer, and plenty of wildlife we can start hunting again. I'll queue up a couple of hares next. Oh, or mares. No, I'll stick with the hares. I'll try and tame the mares, I think, later. And a couple more wild boars, sure. Now that we've got a freezer, I'll get some more meat harvested. And I think that's a pretty nice, you know... I almost said day 1, but I guess it's technically not day 1, but it is video 1. That's pretty nice. I'm happy with where we've ended up. I think I remember that the first raid you get in RimWorld is always just one person, right? So I guess it's the next raid we get that will let us know how difficult this is going to be. So next episode, we'll probably have our next raid. And if it doesn't seem too bad, I guess I'll end that episode by triggering the monolith as well. See what happens when we investigate it. So, hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you'll join me for the next one. Tune in then to find out whether or not Teresa will hit this her. I'll see you then.